Hi and welcome to today's Mindfulness Run with Lynn. Today we'll be embarking on a journey together as you begin walking and building up to a pace from which you're comfortable with. Let us take some breaths, just breathing, allowing the oxygen to enter into the diaphragm, feeling your feet carry you. Today's mindfulness is around loss and gain. The world being that of which there are many opposites. For every failure there is success. With pain there is recovery. With excitement there are nerves. Our body's chemistry, our emotions and our thinking becoming an entire map where roots meet together. And it's in those places where difficulty collides with ease that we begin to grow. Let's get comfortable with ourselves. In the moment, emotions manifest themselves in our bodies. Emotional pain can become a niggle in the shoulder or the calf muscle. Taking deep breaths, just noticing anywhere where you find discomfort. Now noticing anywhere in the body in which you feel ease and comfort. Noticing those parts of you that feel comfortable and relaxed. Imagine the colour of those particular parts and the colour of the parts that feel difficult. As you begin to move a little faster, or remaining at a pace that you feel comfortable, imagine the colour seeping around your body, the colour of the good, healthy, strong and relaxed parts of your body seeping around and meeting those difficult areas within the body that feels uncomfortable. Just notice and feel and think about that. Notice any merging of colours and changing of colours. Notice any barriers, bridges, walls. Just noticing and accepting. Breathing. Allowing yourself to just be in the moment with your mind on the sensations and feelings, movements of your body as you travel. Just notice any areas that you haven't paid attention to. The areas of your body that your mind has not settled upon. Maybe the tips of your fingers, maybe your ears or your toes, maybe your hips as they wind like clockwork in circular motions, like a pendulum swinging back and forth, allowing you to propel further. Trace around your body as it's one whole body. And within you, a beating heart, lungs expanding, deflating, all of your vital organs carrying the water and your fuel around you, necessities for survival, for movement. Imagine your brain lighting up particular areas, lighting up, responsible for flagging up memories, working and energizing fueling you with all the right chemicals, the adrenaline for energy, the dopamine for pleasure, and for the alleviation of pain. So as those memories begin charging, your brain is producing all the chemicals required to help you to balance the opposites, the discomfort with the comfort, uniting. Already, as we're almost 6 minutes into this meditation, 6 minutes of your time have been lost, spent, expired. Yet at the same time, this was 6 minutes of your life which you have dedicated to yourself to grow, to heal, to strengthen. With every loss there is gain. As doors close, many more open. And just as your body may have resisted the colours and the seeping through of positive energy from the comfortable parts of your body, there may also be barriers within our mind towards the acceptance of loss. Keep going. Slow your pace if necessary so that you feel comfortable in this run. Now, if you can, change your direction. Either go back or turn to the right or the left, or grab another path as soon as you can. Head in a way in which you never intended until I said to change and switch. How does that feel? Just think about it. Acceptance of loss and change can be very difficult for some. As humans, we often feel the important need to be in control, to set forth, to know our own way. But life often throws us curveballs, the unexpected. Our resilience in life is about becoming someone who is able to cope when things change or when loss occurs. Notice how you feel now as you head forwards. Notice any emotions that come to your mind and just breathe and accept them. It's okay. Often when we feel out of control, strong emotions emerge. Regrets, loss can make us feel more frightened. The chemicals within us are very powerful, heightening our feelings and our thoughts, reminding ourselves that we are managing and coping in this very moment enables us to take the next step, to keep moving forward, one step at a time, one breath at a time. You've got this. And when you're ready, I want you to change direction again. turn round, or head in another way that you didn't intend. Change is hard sometimes, but change brings goodness. Our belief in fate can bring comfort, knowing that this was written for us. Lessons can be learnt as we immerse ourselves in the pleasurable memories of what we've lost and think about all the greatness that we once had and how we can mould ourselves to take that energy and bring it forward into our future and our present day. We turn regret into positivity and acceptance of a lesson without allowing ourselves to wallow and dwell in the regret. We become grateful for the opportunity to realise and to become enlightened and thankful. We make a commitment to take from the loss our lesson so that we can make our present and our future more wise, more beautiful, and more fulfilling. Bringing an awareness again to your body, from your fingertips to your toes and all in between. Noticing any tension, dropping your shoulders and your jaw, your facial muscles, and you breathe in and you're breathing out. Positivity will enter you, expelling any toxic thoughts and feelings and using any negative or regretful memories, reframing them as lessons that become commitments. And with commitments become hope and motivation. A motivation to do things differently and to do some of those things the same. Celebrating the goodness that came from the past. Celebrating the gifts of that memory. Keep heading forwards. A contentment in not knowing what is ahead of us, yet some sense of control in knowing that we have been in this place before, and an element of expectation mixed with the acceptance of the unknown, as is life. Losses teach us that we cannot control everything. And when we know this, we can begin to relax and take each moment as it comes. We can balance our fears by reframing them as excitement and opportunities. Just notice your surroundings, things you wouldn't have seen had I have not changed your course twice. within this session. There were 2 changes. One that came suddenly and unexpected, and the second when I asked you to make the change of direction at a time when you were ready. And that's life. Sometimes change and loss is unexpected, and sometimes we make those changes deliberately and intentionally. But both of those 2 changes you've made have brought you right now to a place that you didn't plan to be. So take this moment to look around and absorb what you see. Notice the sounds. Take them as signs and messages, if you will. Look at the sights and the colours. Whether you're in an urban environment, on your own or around people or nature, allow your eyes to see, your ears to hear, and take a moment to wonder what brought you here and what can you learn. You keep moving and at the same time observing. And now allow your mind to think about where perhaps you may have been had your course not changed twice. Where do you think you could have been? And with that thought, there might be disappointment, there might be acceptance, maybe even anger. And all of those emotions are okay. As we move towards acceptance of where we are right now. And we remember, with all these losses, there are gains. In the next 2 minutes, we'll either be winding down as we meet 20 minutes, or you may wish to continue on your own. Perhaps let's just think of some mantras as we finish. With every loss, there are 1,000 gains. With every change, there is certainty. With every hardship, there are ease. With things we give, there'll be other gifts we gain. With sadness of the loss, there will be joys of opportunity. Positivity will always come before acceptance, and reframing the thoughts will always come before positivity. So take a moment whenever we feel there is something that has gone. Take a moment to consider reframing while accepting the emotions and working through them, knowing that they're okay. We then work towards a more positive outlook and acceptance of the change with a hope for the present and the future.